How do you install a bilge pump float switch? If you are looking to keep your boat safe and dry, knowing how to install a bilge pump float switch is essential. This device helps manage water in the bilge area, ensuring your boat stays in top condition. Let's break down the steps to get this done right. First, you need to find the perfect spot in the bilge for the float switch. It should be placed where it can activate at the desired water level. Ideally, the float switch should be mounted slightly higher or level with the bilge pump. This setup ensures the pump only runs when there is water present, preventing it from running dry and burning out. Avoid placing the switch where it could get stuck or blocked by debris. Once you have your location, it's time to mount the float switch. Start by marking the mounting holes on the bilge surface. If necessary, drill pilot holes to make the process easier. Secure the float switch with screws. Many float switches have a slot on one side and a hole on the other, which makes installation straightforward. Insert one screw first, slide the switch into place, and then secure the other screw. Next, you will wire the float switch into the bilge pump electrical circuit. The float switch acts as an automatic on and off switch. When the water lifts the float, it closes the circuit and powers the bilge pump. Typically, the float switch is wired in parallel with the manual bilge pump switch. This allows you to activate the pump using either the float switch or the manual switch. For wiring, connect the positive wire from the battery through an inline fuse to the float switch. Then run a wire from the float switch to the positive terminal of the bilge pump. The negative wire from the bilge pump should connect directly to the negative terminal of the battery. This setup ensures that, when the float switch closes, power flows to the pump, allowing it to run automatically. The manual switch is wired in parallel, so you can also turn the pump on manually. Make sure to include a fuse rated appropriately, often 5 amps, close to the battery on the positive line. This protects the circuit from overload. Additionally, ensure that all wiring is marine grade, properly insulated, and secured to prevent chafing or corrosion. After you finish the installation, it is important to test the system. You can do this by raising the float manually or adding water to the bilge. This will help you verify that the pump activates automatically. Also, test the manual switch to ensure it can operate the pump independently. From a boat interior cleaning perspective, installing the float switch correctly helps keep the bilge area dry. This reduces the risk of mold, odors, and corrosion inside the boat. Regularly inspecting the float switch and bilge pump wiring is recommended to maintain reliable operation. To summarize, installing a bilge pump float switch involves selecting a proper mounting location, securing the float switch, wiring it in parallel with the manual switch, ensuring proper grounding, and testing the system. By following these steps, you can effectively manage bilge water and contribute to the overall upkeep of your boat's interior.